In this video, we will be showing you how to install the belt assembly on a brush mulcher with an idler belt tensioner setup. First, pry the rotor over to the belt chamber as much as possible. Put your spacers and taper hubs on the shaft. Remember to put in the same amount of spacers as it was when taking the belt assembly apart. With a straight edge, check if they line up within 1/8 of an inch. If they don't, make sure to add more or less spacers for both of the hubs to line up. Next, take the taper hubs off again. Then put on the top pulley with the taper hub inserted. The taper hub would go in the side with the widest taper. Install the key. You will now want to slide the belt on. Now put the bottom pulley and taper hub on. Add extra spacers in front of the hub if needed. Start the center bolt. Put the taper hub bolts to the non-threaded holes on the taper hub and then turn the hub to find the threaded holes on the pulley, then start the bolts. Tighten the center bolts. Now go around and evenly tighten the taper hub bolts. And then jam the rotor before torquing the bolts. Torque them to the right specification. In this case, these taper hub bolts would have a torque spec of 360 inch-pounds. Using a straight edge, check once again if the pulleys are aligned. If they are not aligned within 1/8 of an inch, you will have to take one of the taper hub and pulleys off to add or remove a spacer. To remove a taper hub, loosen these bolts and start them in these holes. Then go around and tighten them evenly until the hub slips out of the pulley. But before installing the taper hub bolts again, make sure to sand the ends of the bolts down to prevent stripping threads. Once you have the pulleys aligned, you can install the belt tensioner idler bracket. Move the belt to the center of the pulleys. The tensioner should be installed so that the idler sits in the center of the belt. So you will want to add spacers to either side of the pin according to how it sits. Move the belt back and forth on the pulleys to make sure that the belt will ride on the idler either way. Install the U-bolt and turnbuckles and tighten them evenly. Install the crossplate. Before using your unit, you will want to do a specific test run, and we will show you how to do that in our belt installation testing video.